What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today we'll talk a little bit about BioGrow by Isatori. Now, excuse me, fucking allergies, man. Even with allergy medication, it's not helping. Now, I got people emailing me and asking me, they said, hey, there's a BioGrow 2-for-1 sale or whatever the fuck it was. What do you think? And my reply was, it's probably junk. Anything that they're going to sell 2-for-1 or they're going to, push sales on, reducing the price, it probably isn't that good of a product. Basically, if the product is good enough, like steroids don't reduce the prices. The prices stay the same because steroids work. So, bottom line is, it's a new product and not many people know about it. They're just hearing what they're told by somebody who represents the company. They're hearing stuff from Mark Lobliner. Now, you got people like Chris Jones using it. So, at the Olympia, I decided to ask Mark. Straight to his face, hey, what do you think of this product? He told me what he thought about it. It's on camera. I said, all right. So, as I found out more about this product leading up to the Olympia, it is a peptide product. It is a peptide bonded product, if I believe. All the science stuff, I'm not good with. But the bottom line is, when they started talking about the peptide form of it, it reminded me of something, okay? Back in the day, talking about maybe 10, 12 years ago. Now, most of you watching this are way too young in this sport, in this industry to remember this. There was a product that came out called glutamine peptide, okay? It was a peptide bonded or however they made it. This form of glutamine was like 100% more absorbable than a regular glutamine. So if you took 10 grams, you could take 5 grams of this stuff and it would absorb totally. And this form of glutamine would give you bigger spikes in growth hormone or whatever the fuck the glutamine, the regular effects of glutamine would be on an individual. Some people it does things, some people it doesn't, but whatever. But the problem with the glutamine peptide was it was expensive to produce. It was messy as fuck to use. So like you stuck your hand in the container, it was like all the way, this stuff was awful as far as the consistency of it. It didn't really mix that well, but it worked pretty well. But being so expensive, the company stopped producing it. It was cheaper just to produce a regular micronized glutamine, put it on the market, let people take 30 grams instead of 5 grams. So it kind of fell out of grace. But the bottom line was the science was there and the effectiveness of the product was there. It was just too expensive to produce. Now, maybe it's still on the market. I haven't searched it. I don't know. But I was using it. It came like a big can, and the can itself was like $50 for a can, which back then, for a glutamine add-on supplement, which is one of, something that you could do without if you had to, it was expensive. So as soon as I heard about the peptides that were in the BioGrow, first thing that reminded me of, I said, oh, the glutamine peptides. So even if, this colostrum talk and all this stuff about, oh, it's better colostrum. The proteins that are in it, if they're the same type of form that the glutamine peptide was made, they will work better than a regular amino acid. They will work better than a BCAA that's micronized, all that stuff. They will essentially just work better. So technically, could you use it in place of a branched chain? Would it do the same thing? Would it increase protein synthesis, which is what you're trying to do with branched chain amino acids anyways, in a different way? Now, could you stack BCAAs and BioGrow together? Probably. Would it enhance the effect? I don't know. Nobody knows. So, after talking to Mark, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I said, I want to try this stuff. He said, you know what? Let me, give me your emails and stuff and all your address, and I'll mail you some. Give it a shot. And in my head, I said, you know what? That's really nice of him. That's really cool to say, it's an expensive product. You want to try it out. He's being a good guy. But in my head, I was like, you know what? If the viewers found out that he had given it to me and didn't charge me for it, which is it's just him being nice and nothing more than that, they may look at it as like, well, Jerry's hopping on the bandwagon because Mark's giving him free stuff, so now he's pushing Isatori. Fuck that. So what I did was, said, Mark, I appreciate it. All right, thanks. And then I walked right over to the side, and I bought 2 containers with my own money of BioGrow. Okay? So I spent my own money to try this product out instead of getting a freebie, so that later on, no one can say my results were tainted by the fact that I was given something. I was given a handout, whatever. Okay? So you're getting the real deal that I paid for out of my pocket, and we're going to see what happens. I started taking it while I was at the Olympia just for the fuck of it. And the first thing that I noticed about this product, going back to that glutamine peptide, when I took the cover off this can, it was the same consistency and messy as fuck, just like those glutamine peptides. Okay? It's identical. This is actually the only product that I've seen since the glutamine peptides that had that type of consistency. So right off the bat, the jump that I made, without even seeing this stuff or knowing anything about it, between the glutamine peptide and this stuff, peptide form, it matched almost instantly the way that the consistency was. So I was like, you know what, I think that this really could be onto something as far as absorption and keeping protein synthesis higher but it's expensive, like the glutamine peptides. A lot of people are not going to be able to afford. I mean, 4 scoops of this stuff, because I'm 215, 4 scoops of this stuff, it's going to run through it really fast. This is like the 90-gram container. This thing retails for like $45 or $50 for this one can. You know, so I bought 2 cans, 2 jars. We're going to see if I feel any effects from it. If, you know, it may be something that you have to take over time. But the bottom line is, if this is a natural product, okay, which actually, it's kind of not a natural product. We'll get up to that in 1 second. And you can buy it on the market, and it's non-hormonal, which it is. It's not hormonal. And it would give you a 2% edge that you didn't have. $50 a month is worth it. You would pay more for steroids per month to get that kind of edge, okay? Now, the reason why I say it's not a natural product, and this is another reason why I'm trying it, is they have actually gone into the colostrum, isotori, extracted the factors they wanted, and molecularly tweaked them. Okay, so now you're not getting a natural form, which a natural form of colostrum, if you're taking that in, your body's not going to digest that. Okay, I've tried all the colostrums and IGF, you know, IGF 133 or whatever it was that Fred Hatfield came out with. All these guys are Dr. Di Pasquale. I've been using colostrum since the stuff came out back in the mid-90s, okay? None of it did shit. However, this is not just colostrum stuck in here. What they did was extract what was supposed to be good in the colostrum, tweaked it, and then made the product. So essentially, colostrum provided the materials that they used to extract and make them into what they wanted to make them to put them in Isotori's BioGrow. Hence, a product that's been manipulated to actually do what it's supposed to do in nature, but to do it the right way that your stomach is not going to destroy. Okay? So I'm going to give this thing a try. We'll see. Thank you, Mark, for, you know, telling us about it, because you're the one that pretty much has been pushing the hell out of it all over the place. Chris Jones, he's using it right now, so we'll see what I get out of it. So we'll give it a shot. BioS3Training@gmail.com. Leave comments below, but don't fight. www.BioS3Training.com is the blog. I'm BioS3, and I approve this message and wear the BioGrow bicep. Boop, boop.